Very good afternoon, Hutton's management, fellow associates and friends. I'm very honored to be invited back to speak again at this year's convention. I thought I really thousand after so many years, so I'm glad you still want to listen to me. So today I'm not doing any project briefing or buyer seminar for international projects. Instead, I was asked to share how I'm able to consistently achieve over the past years. So as some of you know, my beloved father passed away 2 weeks ago. So he was a great man who contributed a lot to society, and also a great father who loved us dearly, brought us up very well. So I'd like to pay tribute to my beloved father Pa, and to share how he had a very significant impact on my success, and the many learning points that I believe would benefit all of us, okay, that we can learn from. How do we do the slides? The next slide. Yes. So I remember Pa said that it's hard to be financially free by being employed. So I was inspired by him to take the leap of faith to switch to doing business. And as usual, he was very encouraging. Real estate, and especially the Hutton's platform, provided me with the opportunity to achieve my breakthrough by working hard. Just sheer effort and no politics. Real estate is a level playing field. You get what you deserve, you reap what you sow. So we're definitely in the right trade. I observed how Pa strived to do his very best in everything he did. From helping my grandfather do odd jobs initially, to becoming a small-time contractor, and eventually evolving to become a property developer. Pa's mantra in life was always to succeed. In his dictionary, 没有失败这两个字. So in 2013, after I was first exposed to international projects, I focused and became the #1 every consecutive year. We should strive. We should strive to be the best in our chosen field, regardless which sector it is. To be #1, we need to differentiate ourselves, as some of the other speakers have mentioned, because we are in a very competitive industry. So some differentiate themselves via their looks, some via customer service, some could be through speed, efficiency. So obviously I don't have the looks, okay, so I differentiate myself using my knowledge and experience as a property investor myself. And as Minister said earlier, we must always remember to constantly value add to our clients so that they come back to us repeatedly for their property needs. Okay, sorry. And Pa believes strongly in continuous learning. 学无止境. Without the opportunity for proper education when he was young, he read widely, attended courses, and learned to master the English language himself, and also learned how to invest in stocks and how to build his business empire. It's the same for us if we want to succeed in real estate. We need to keep learning new marketing methods and also keep upgrading our skills and techniques. So over the past year, as Mr. Goh mentioned, Hutton has rolled out a very comprehensive training curriculum that includes the Monday Booster series, which I conducted one of the sessions last year on how to get quality leads. Also the RWS, the UPST, as well as the Project Launcher series, where we came together united as a company. There's plenty of learning opportunities in Hutton's, and we should do our best to attend as many as we can. As many trainings as we can. Pa always worked very, very hard when we were young, as kids, to achieve his breakthrough in life. He transformed into a very successful businessman and was even conferred the title of Datuk in Malaysia. Hard work is no secret to success. Everyone knows he or she has to work hard, but are we disciplined enough to do so? We are accountable for our own lives, but also for that of our loved ones. Pa had no one to depend on, as my grandfather was poor. And I remember Pa didn't allow me to buy a new laptop when I was in university because I already had one. So that shaped my mindset to be independent, and I remember working part-time jobs in university to get income. Pa continued to work very hard throughout his later years. Even recently, he was working to get his company IPO listing. All this was to build a legacy. And so have I been working hard in Hutton's, striving to do my very best. And those of you who know, I have a very strict working routine. Okay, I have no time, no luxury to indulge in watching Netflix or soap opera or playing games. Next. Sorry, next slide. So, but why work so hard? Was he Okay, Pa was my driver, as some of you know. He used to ask me how's my sales every month when I went back to visit him and my mom. And this was purely out of care and concern to know how I was doing, because financially he was very independent. So in our line, we know we are our own boss and there's no one to report to. But Pa was like my boss, and it was very pressurizing because I had to perform to do well in his eyes. Because in my previous job before real estate, I was earning the lowest salary among my siblings. So I wanted to prove myself, my worth, so that my parents wouldn't have to worry about me. And of course, that positive pressure compelled me and pushed me to greater heights. Being self-employed requires a lot of discipline. I'm sure we all experience that. If you're slack, every minute, every hour, every day is a holiday. But unfortunately, it's a no-pay holiday. But if you're driven, or you have something to prove, or you have a dream to fulfill, then you're working hard every minute, every hour, every day. I'm sure a lot of the top producers here would agree with that. At last year's convention, I shared that one of my key drivers was to make my parents proud. I'm happy to share now that Pa was indeed very proud of me, and it was heartening to hear directly from his friends that he had told them so. Next one. As busy as Pa was, he always took time to bring us for overseas trips when we were young, and he continued this tradition even after we had our own children in recent years. So I think an important element of effective time management is a good work-life balance. Because in our line, we tend to get very, very busy. So we don't have the luxury of to have quantity of time with our family. So we have to make it count with spending good quality time. So I make it a point, especially to attend my kids' important milestones, such as their prize giving ceremony, sports day, and taekwondo grading, for example. And must thank my wife for taking good care of the kids so that I can concentrate and focus on my real estate business. It's the same success model for Pa, where my mom's full-time job was to bring us up well, and for that we love her very dearly. Next one please. Pa's philosophy was to treat people well. So he had very loyal friends, business partners, and clients. Especially in our line, since we are in the people business, we must be a trusted advisor to all our clients for repeat business and for referrals. But every day we also deal with many colleagues, our ICs, developers, and also our associates. And we must treat them well. In my team, known as TTT, I'm known to be very generous, investing in the growth of our team, providing training, access to useful tools, joint marketing, sponsoring overseas retreats, and so on. And we have learned so much together, grown so much together, and achieved so much together. Special mention to my leaders, my brothers, my sisters over here who are present, or one's not present. CST, Catherine Lee, Alvin Tay, Deng Wei, Aiden Pang, and Stanley. Thank you guys for your support and your friendship. As some of you know, I had an accident last year where I fractured both my arms, and both arms were immobile, they were the cast in the splint. And I remember the care and concern from my friends and teammates during our team dinner, where some of them even offered to feed me, because I couldn't use my arms. So fortunately or unfortunately, it was the guys who offered and not the girls. Well, take good care of them and they'll take good care of you. As we say, 好心有好报. So I'm really grateful for their care and their friendship. Even Hutton's management was very caring. So Hutton's is a caring company. I remember during my first meeting when I was back at work after my fall, when my hands were still immobile, our CEO, Mr. Goh, teased me and asked me how I managed going to the toilet. So I jokingly replied that my wife helped me. And to that, Mr. Goh jokingly said, "Let me know if you need any help." To this day, I still don't know what he meant. But I'm sure he's straight, and so am I. The last slide. In summary, the journey to success is not rocket science. Everyone has their own journey and has their own definition of success. My friends, what is the meaning of life to you? What do we want to achieve in our lifetime? There are no excuses. No one can stop you from succeeding except for yourself. You decide what you want to achieve, and put in the necessary effort. 所谓天下无难事，只怕有心人。There's no obstacle too big to succeeding in real estate. There's many resources and support available in Heartlands. So as long as you have the confidence, as long as you have the willpower, you can do it. If there's a will, there's a way. While I'm an inspiration to some, my inspiration was Ba. In fact, some of my teammates associate me with Superman for the things that I've accomplished. But the truth is, Ba was my Superman. Sorry about that. Actually, we really cried our hearts out the past few days. Let me muster my courage to finish this. Ba showed us how to live fulfilling, philanthropic and meaningful life. He made such a big impact on everybody. So my question to all of you, my friends, is, do you also want to be the best father and the best mother to your children? Or the best son and daughter to your parents? For me, Ba will 永远在我的心里, because we love him so dearly. He will live in our hearts forever. My friends, do take good care of your health, because all of us have to go one day, sooner or later. Cherish all your loved ones, and may we accomplish all our dreams and goals in 2020. All the best.